Before dogs had a good sense of smell, they couldn't remember who anyone was, not even their own kind. Every time they hunted, they barely caught any food because they could only smell really, really strong things. Every day, they went hunting 2 or 3 times to find some food. When the pups were 2 years, They had to learn and help to hunt. Only one male stayed with the pups while the others hunted. One pup in the pack named Shasta was a very troublesome pup and didn't want to help everyone hunt. The first time he tried hunting, he kept tripping over small rocks, which hurt, and everyone laughed. The second time he tried, he got really scared near big animals like buffaloes and ran away. First his mom, then everyone was pushing and pestering him to get better at hunting. He would always try to hunt, and he wanted to help his pack, but after a few tries and messing up, he gave up. Every once in a while he would wander off, but they would find him. Once he wandered off, but no one could find him. Shasta was getting really hungry and thirsty. After a while, he was tired. Moments from sleeping, a fox god appeared. Shasta woke with a jump. The fox god told him a riddle to find some food. Walk on a mile, turn to the left, and follow the straight line. Back at home, his mom was crazy with worry, but of course she could not smell him because he was far. After a few days of traveling, Shasta trampled over a strong smell. It smelled like a pile of food scraps. He smelled it and poof, his nose was cleared. He could smell the smallest smell miles away. He could only remember one smell, home. Shasta soon set off to return home and share his new discovery. When he returned home, his mom barked with joy, but the rest of the pack was annoyed that Shasta was back because he was useless. But now Shasta had an important job. He had to show everyone, including the pups, the special place so they could all smell the way he did. When they could all smell, they returned home and found things like hunting much more easy, and the pups didn't have to hunt until they were 2.5. And was the greatest discovery that dogs ever made and changed them into what they are today.
Long ago, when the world was a happy, peaceful land, there lived a parrot. This parrot was colorless. His father was very disappointed in him. "Go find some colors. You're a disgrace to this family." So one day that is exactly what he did. He was tired of every other parrot teasing him of his gray, colorless body. So he went to the wise one, the turtle. "Hello, colorless one," the wise one said, not meaning to be rude. "I'm a parrot," said the parrot, used to it. "Oh, sorry," said the wise one. Then he thought over what he should do. "I've got it," he said. "Fly through this fire and you shall turn red." So that's exactly what he did, and it worked. He turned red. He came home and said, "Father, father, look at me. I'm red." "You're only red," his father replied. "Parrots are more than that." The red parrot sadly went back to the turtle and said, "My father is unpleased. Could you please make me 2 colors?" The turtle saw the sad parrot and felt bad for him. "All right," he said. "You should swim through this water and you shall turn red and blue." "Thank you," said the parrot. He swam through the water and turned both red and blue. Then he came back to his village. "Father, father, look at me, I'm red and blue." Again his father was unpleased. "Parrots are more than that," he said. So he came back to the turtle and said, "Oh, wise one, please, again my father is unpleased. Would you please make me more colors?" Again Turtle saw how sad Parrot was and felt bad for him, so he said, "Jump through this ball of sun and you will turn 3 colors, red, blue, and yellow." "Thank you," said the parrot. Blessed, he went back to the village. Again father was unpleased. So again Parrot went back. Turtle saw his miserable face and said, "I have no more colors to give you, but I see that you are sad and miserable and you deserve better. You have suffered a lot in your life, and I shall take away at least 1 color from every parrot to give to you. I do believe you deserve it, and I hope you will use your colors well." "Thank you, wise one," Parrot said. When he came back to his home, everyone was amazed, and no one ever teased him again. His father was left the colorless one, but being the chief, no one dared tease him. The world was at peace once more, and that is why there are so many different types of parrots in the world.
Long, long ago, the gods thought there was not enough fresh water. All the animals were drinking too much water. The water was slowly disappearing. The gods saw this happening and decided they would change it. Otherwise, the animals would go thirsty and sooner or later die. They decided they would give them one morning. They said to all the animals, "You have one morning. You are drinking too much water. If you keep drinking that much water, you'll have no more water." Of course, the animals did not listen. Instead, they kept drinking too much water. The gods saw the animals were not listening. They knew they had to put an end to the disappearing water, or the animals would die. But the animals would not stop drinking too much water. The water finally dried out. First, some other animals died because there was not enough water for them. Then the baby animals died because the mothers could not get them milk, and they were dead. Next, the fathers died from hunger and thirst. They were hungry because the plants needed water, and the plants died. The oldest animals died last. They died from hunger and thirst. The gods wept and wept and wept for 1 month. The gods' tears fell from the sky. The sky fell from the sky and formed the salty sea. They continued to weep until one god had an idea. He said, "We can remake the animals and have 2 animals per species, 1 male and 1 female, so they can mate and have babies. Then we'll have more animals." The other gods agreed to that eagerly. After the gods got some rest, they got straight to work. They made 2 of every. They made 2 coyotes and set them down carefully in the forest. They made 2 of every other species. They made plants for the animals to eat, but the gods forgot to make fresh water and asked the storm god to make it rain on the world below. The other gods explained that they forgot to make fresh water. The storm god created rivers, lakes, streams, springs, and creeks. The animals went right to the sea and lapped up some water. The coyote said, "This water is disgusting." "This water is salty," said the leopards. The storm god gave them rain and refilled the riverbeds. Before the gods let the animals drink a drop of water, the gods made them promise never to drink too much water ever again. The animals kept their promise, and to this